of gunpowder. We need to take a license to launch more. The purpose of our project is to create a model that flies higher and longer. We use 3S1 printer and it uses filament of Paul Lac.
Better rocket. This time the two is 3D material is we use the two softwares. First, Open Rocket Simulator. It is
This graph these are our results of flight. We can say that the model rockets with the parts made by the 3D printer recorded better results than those with the parts made by hand in 3 out of 4 sections. In the section of flight ratio, the printed version stayed in the air by 2 seconds longer. It thought that the use of the 3D printer allowed each part made more precise, and it made the rocket better. In rocket with 3D printed nose cone flew about 30 meters higher than handmade one. But rocket whose fin 3D printer flew lower than handmade one. It was unstable flight. We think it was caused by the position of the center of gravity. This is one of our flights.
we were able to make rockets which fly higher and longer than handmade rockets. And we found that making a part by 3D printer is better than handmade one. Parts made by 3D are stronger and more precise. Also, it is easy to duplicate. These are the advantages of making by 3D printer. However, it has disadvantages. First, it is difficult to make parts with balancing, weight, and precise. Parts made by 3D printer are too heavy for its material. Second, when printing parts by 3D printer, not only the main parts, but also extra parts are printed. Because a rocket consists of several parts and each of them should be printed separately. From these findings, we make plans for attitude. We will later for more parts and then print next section. And then we will print next section. This is reference. Thank you for your attention.
From the parachute, then the important to
and the and this result was caused by center of gravity. So we check our center of gravity more stable position by using open rocket software.
Okay. So you fine tune it so that it's your center of gravity is not deviate from the center of
Yes.
the rocket.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next we will proceed to the certification. May I invite the professor to give the certification for the student? Please welcome. Thank you, Session Gakuen High School and Junior High School for an excellent presentation. Now, let's welcome our next team from Technology High School at to Osaka Kyoiku University, who will be presenting on the topic of the relationship between frequently used text input methods. Let's give them a big hand.
Hi,
My name is Akai Komeda.
my name is Khalil Kunishi. With the development of technology, devices such as computers and smartphones have become indispensable. If you are working something up, it starts with typing text. There are several
Which
several-
input method is the most frequently used and has the fastest text input speed?
Next is framework. First, we conducted a survey in Japan and Thailand. We asked these 5 questions. Next, we conducted the experiments in Japan and Thailand. In the experiment, subjects typed the text using the most frequently used devices to control experiments.
We use two text input methods. We use two text input methods that form the most frequently used input method in both countries. So we use Google Forms in this experiment. We ask the subject to enter the exact sentence. Both Japanese and Thai did so in their native language and English. In this experiment, is that
Result. In the survey, we asked these 5 questions which are previously collected. From class 1 and 2, the smartphones are most frequently used devices in both countries. We conducted the experiment using the most frequently used devices. So we are presented the result for smartphones in graphs 3 to 6. From class 3 and 4, show that in Japan, the frequently used text input method is freak input for input in native language, freak input for input in English. From graph 5 and 6 is show that in Japan, show that in Thailand, the most frequently used text input method is freak input for input in native language and in English.
in this experiment, we use smartphone as the most frequently used device in both countries. Spain type this sentence. In Japan, participate this sentence in Japan and English using input and hook input. In Thailand, the participant type the same sentence in Thai and English using hook input and both input.
In the experimental result, these issues were excluded from the statistics. From table 1, it can be seen in Japan, the input speed for Japanese was faster with flick input, and the input speed for English was faster with fluky input. From table 2, it can be seen in Thailand, the input speed for Thai was faster with fluky input, while the input speed for English was faster with voice input.
Next is conclusion. The survey found that when comparing Japan and Thailand, the most frequently used device is smartphone.
Comparing Japan and Thailand, there was no difference in text input method used, but there was difference in the most frequently used input method. When typing native language, quick input was the most frequently used input method in Japan, while hurry input was the most frequently used input method in Thailand. When typing English, hurry input was the most frequently used input method in Japan and in Thailand.
The experiment found the input speed of the most frequently used text input method by Japanese was faster when inputting Indian and English. Well, it also found that the input speed of the most frequently used text input method for Thai people was faster when inputting in their native language only.
Based on the result of this research, we propose an idea for future development of input method. Therefore, an idea we propose to improve basic typing skill. In recent years, Japanese schools have been teaching how to use computer, but not how to use smartphone.
However, smartphones are used more frequently, so we think it is necessary to develop the